Hello, everyone. It's Luphisra here, and today I'll be playing more of Secret Files 2, Puritas Cordis. Yeah, this is a spontaneous stream on a Thursday night. I was feeling happy. I accomplished a lot of work today. I did a lot of work. So I was like, why not? To celebrate, I'm going to stream. And maybe I could get through the game faster so I could,
Some of these tent poles
play Secret Files 3 and then stuff.
The explosion destroyed everything else, I'm afraid.
No, I want to get to like the other games too. It technically at work, so you're gonna just be lurking. It's okay. I appreciate you being here anyways.
I don't think I should light the fire. If the guys who kidnapped Sam come back and find a campfire burning, they're bound to start looking for me.
You have a point. Good idea.
It's much too soon to drown myself, and it's too late to bathe.
Okay. Why is he talking so slowly?
Is anything useful in here?
There's a donut?
Sam sure carries some strange things around. Very strange things.
What are those things? There's a donut. Which I have a donut. Actually, my sister got a donut for me. Maple glazed donut. So I'm going to be eating that later. Balloon, beer can, glow sticks. Tent poles. Photo Nina.
Nina Kalenkov, my ex-girlfriend. Something between heaven on earth and the fires of hell.
Must be a bad breakup. Just gonna be collecting everything first. What are these documents?
According to the heading, this is a translation of the temple door's inscription. Sam must have put a lot of effort into this. It says, "Honor the goddess enthroned above all. With her radiant being and ever-open eye, she looks down upon her subjects, the mute and the homeless. Yet they have no one to blame for their miserable state but themselves."
The voice actor for Max, though, has such a deep voice. I'm not used to it.
Feet, the Queen's gold. If these totems really keep the wild animals away, I had better leave them in place.
Can I get the flagpole?
Stuck firmly in the ground.
Of course. I'm just grabbing everything I can.
I don't even know which of these have been planted and which of them are just weeds. Botany is not a hobby of mine.
Okay.
A papaya tree. Actually, it's not really a tree at all, but a herbaceous perennial. But I don't think these details are so important right now.
Wait, a papaya tree is not a tree? Learn something new every day? Okay, to the jungle. Did I miss anything? Well, there's a monkey.
It's the little monkey that runs on ahead whenever Sam goes to the temple. Cute little thing.
Okay, let's go.
How am I going to find the way to the temple in this jungle? Well, I've got to try this. I don't have much of a choice.
Follow the monkey.
Oh, you want to show me the way? Cool. Off we go then.
Why does he sound so much deeper when talking to himself and
Oh, that didn't.
when he's like
Bummer.
talking really loudly?
Listen, little fellow.
Like he sounds a little different here. See?
You will need to slow down a bit. The first couple of yards were fine, but then you just disappeared, so please, Wait for me next time, okay?
I need to think of something so I can follow that monkey more easily.
A balloon. Give him a balloon. Blow the balloon.
Balloon from Sam's backpack. I don't even want to know why she brought this on an archaeological expedition.
Really? That's not what we need the balloon for? I thought that's what we need the balloon for.
I don't know whether the peacock's feather would scare the monkey away, but I don't want to frighten it in the first place.
Okay. Hard hat? No.
I could heat up this pot, but what for?
Oh. Fine. Grab water.
I'll fill this with some water.
Very good. Very good. Flat stone.
Not a chance. Either I'm too much of a weakling, or I've decided it's the second alternative.
No. Beer can?
The balloon has got a hole in it. So much for my brilliant idea of filling it with water.
It's got a hole in it? What a useless balloon. If it had a hole in it, that's completely useless to me. Jesus.
A donut in clear plastic wrap. I'll just remove the wrap.
All right. Balloon. Or there's got to be something.
This isn't going to work. By the time I've waded through the water to reach the frog, it will have hopped onto the next leaf and be sitting there laughing at me. Being laughed at by a frog is definitely not good for my self-esteem.
Of course not. So what should I do then? Pick the flowers?
I don't usually go around tearing out flowers, but maybe these will be of some use. Good idea.
Oh,
That will keep the blossoms nice and fresh.
wait, I literally put the flower in the water? Oh, am I making tea? How am I supposed to give the monkey? No. No. What am I supposed to give the donut?
Hey, how about a donut? No, you're on a diet? Okay, suit yourself.
Okay. Doesn't want the donut. Probably likes bananas and fruit more, I think.
If I use this to cover the hard hat's lamp, I'll have a colored light, but what good will that do?
Oh, that's something I can do later. Can I just give the glow sticks to the monkey?
2 glow sticks for emergencies.
Of course not. It's for emergencies only. How do I track the monkey? Is there something I can gift the monkey?
this isn't going to work. One of the many miracles of nature, which experts call...
I'm a bit confused, man. Sorry, I'm really confused. How should I get the monkey? Okay, wait a minute. I'm supposed to get a papaya. Where did I get the papaya? At the tree? Can I knock the tree and then there's papaya for me?
This is just like paradise.
Apparently, I'm supposed to mix that. Or mush it somehow. Give it to the monkey?
The red hibiscus blossoms are floating on the surface.
Okay, I'm supposed to cook the water.
Just wait a few minutes. Hibiscus tea, very nice. Now what do I do with it? Now it's red dye, not at all appetizing. I wonder what it will turn into if I wait any longer. I don't have that much time. Better just take the stuff as it is.
Okay, he's just gonna take the stuff. All right. Supposed to dye the papaya.
The papaya is now red.
And then give it, I think, to the monkey who will dye its hands, and then I can follow his tracks?
Hey, how would you like a tasty papaya? There, buddy. Now you've got red hands, too.
Time to go. His red hands is going to allow me to follow his tracks.
I don't
Very
care
nice.
how fast you run now. Just as long as you stay on the ground so I can follow your red tracks.
This looks like the temple. There's no sign of Sam, though. The monkey's tracks lead around the temple. Guess I should follow them.
Be careful not to get caught.
There she is. She's locked in a cage, and the guard is heavily armed. Things aren't looking too good from here. Maybe there's another way to get to her.
Max! He's alive! He found me. Now I stand a fighting chance of getting out of this cage in one piece. I had better keep quiet so the guard won't get suspicious. As long as I am the only one who knows that Max is prowling around this temple, our chances of launching a surprise attack aren't all that bad. I only hope that Max has got a plan, preferably a good one.
Well, don't you worry. I'll free you.
Plan.
Yeah, he doesn't have a plan at all.
I'll just take some of these. I can't get there without being spotted by the guard.
Okay, can I go back to the temple? Give me a sec, okay? Nothing much I can do with you being there, so...
This isn't some TV crime show, and I'm not a forensics expert. This scrap isn't gonna tell me the family history of the person it belonged to, nor what that person dined on this week. So I may as well just leave it there.
Seriously? Jeez. It could be useful.
If Sam's translation is correct, it says, honor the goddess enthroned upon.
Goddess?
With her radiant being and ever open eye, she looks down upon
Mute and the homeless.
the mute and the homeless. Yet they have no one to blame for their miserable state but themselves.
Riches at the feet. Gold.
Self-centered. Then they could see the riches at their feet. The queen's gold.
So I can put stuff in here. Like an offering. Goddess.
I already lost Nina herself. I'm not about to part with this picture of her.
Okay, fine.
White berries of some kind. Unlike Sam, I don't know the first thing about botany.
Of course you don't. Why would you?
How am I supposed to catch flying creatures with my bare hands? If I could do that, I'd be working in a circus.
I need all these plants too. All the bugs, I think. Oh,
A strange plant. It reeks of carrion. Flies seem to love it, but I find it rather disgusting.
honeycomb.
Some situations where it's more convenient not to have hands covered in bee stings. Therefore, and for that reason alone, I will not perform this action.
I
Could use this to knock down the honeycombs, but I don't want to face the wrath of the killer bees without proper protective clothing.
Oh, I can make protective clothing, so to speak.
It's light enough out here.
Fine. Use the trap here? No. Go to the square. Use this on this plant. No. Can I not attract the flies from that? Okay, then. Sorry. No. Donut?
Just stand here and invite the bees to swarm all over me? I'm not suicidal, you know.
He has a point. He has a point. Footprint, inscription, door.
The back entrance of the temple. Maybe I can get to Sam this way. A hole in the wall.
A hole in the wall.
It's empty.
Donut.
Now what? Yikes! They must be really hungry.
Well, that's that. I can get the honeycomb.
Still a few bees about, but I'll risk it. Phew, that was lucky. I got through it all unscathed.
This is honey.
A honeycomb full of tasty golden honey.
It has to be something I could put in this area, right? How do I catch the flies, though? Do I make a net? And not make a net?
Just use these tent poles to stabilize the fence. Done.
Oh. I'm making a fence? What am I making a fence of? What for? So the inscription is
The goddess.
honor the goddess,
Radiant being and
ever open eye, mute and the homeless.
no one to blame for their miserable state but themselves. Were they not so?
The queen's gold must be honey, I think. Goddess, I'm not sure is what.
Strange plant. It won't fit. If Sam honor with her radiant, yet
Ever open eye, the eye,
if Sam's honor with her radiant being and ever
the mute and the homeless.
down upon her subjects, the mute and the homeless, yet they have no one to blame for their miserable
The mute and the homeless.
white.
What does the mute mean? You can't speak.
It won't fit. It won't. It won't. It won't.
Okay.
A string. A list of planets compiled by Sam. The natives of this island must already have known many of the planets in our solar system. That's sensational. And if I've interpreted Sam's scribbles on the back correctly, this list of planets and the symbols represent some kind of divine hierarchy. Venus, the goddess of love, is right at the top. Must have been a pretty fertile civilization, I guess.
Okay. Nothing I can really do here, so hold on.
I should leave some of them to bloom where they are.
Fine. Can I step on this flower? Or would the flock jump over or something? So he could eat.
Oof. Even from here, that thing still stinks of carrion. And here come the flies. It looks mighty hungry. Let's see if the feast keeps it busy enough so I can catch it.
Awesome.
I never have dreamed that catching frogs was this easy.
Just need bait. Okay. Can I empty this can somewhere? I need the can. I don't need the beer.
You can use bacon to catch mice and beer to catch slugs. I always did like that kind of gardening advice.
Wait, you can use beer to catch slugs? Really? I'm surprised.
No sign of any slugs. Maybe they don't like light beer, although it's supposed to taste the same.
Oh, berries in the beer? No. Maybe I can leave and come back. Slugs? Slugs.
A slug has actually climbed onto the can. I'll rescue it before it drowns. I can't see a hen.
The mute and the homeless.
A lot of people aren't too keen on snails.
Are snails blind?
Slugs don't
They-
have shells.
Like slugs blind?
More revolting.
Okay. I need more stuff though. What can I do with the branch? No. Good evening, Harma. Welcome to the stream.
Smart fish. Instead of getting caught in the fence, they jump over the top. Pretty clever. It's much too soon. It's stuck pretty tight, and anyway, the fish seem to like it.
Okay, and then how do I catch the fish now? Now that they're there.
I used the fence in the river to make an artificial cascade. Now the fish have to jump over it.
Get the homeless one? What does it mean? Is there a meaning to
This
that?
isn't going to work.
It's an animal something, isn't it?
Use the flag as a fishing net? Okay, why not? I guess it's worth a try.
Without a home. Oh, slug without a home.
Well, that was quick.
It's a snail, but it doesn't have the shell. Okay, I get it now. Then the blind must be the blind. Fishes are not blind, but I know they don't close their eyes because they don't have eyelids. What's blind? Frogs aren't blind. I might need to check on that.
I can't see a handle.
Sorry. I get that you can't open it yet.
Sam honored with her radiant being.
The mute, the homeless,
the mute, yet they have no one to blame.
Miserable
but
state.
themselves. Were they not so?
The goal is the honey, I think. Then what? Fish? No. You know what? Never mind. Can I go grab the Venus flytrap first? Can I leave the flower here, or can I use... What can I do to get that somehow? No, not yet. I can't do anything.
I can't get out from behind the tree without being spotted. But maybe it will smell bad enough from here to distract the guard.
Oh. That kind of works.
The guard isn't reacting at all. I guess the distance is just too great.
I can move it.
The bamboo tube is too short to push that smelly monster any closer to the guard. I'll put 2 of these poles together. That will give me an extended range.
Well, that kind of works.
Yuck! What is this horrible stench? It's worse than a skunk.
It's the flower. Okay.
If I ever decide to become an evil mastermind, I'm going to make sure I never employ guards with sensitive noses.
Now I can grab the flower without being noticed because he has his back turned to us. Okay.
There's not much I can do with it from here, and I can't get any closer without being spotted by the guard.
Okay. Venus flytrap.
Very much mistaken. This is a carnivorous plant. No idea why they named it after the Roman goddess of love.
I mean, it has a mouth. Does it mean it's mute? Does that count as the mute thing? Has to be 2 more stuff.
And honor the
Miserable
that they have no one
state.
to blame for their miserable state but themselves. Were they not so self-centered, then they could see the riches at their feet, the queen's gold.
Riches at the feet. Something just to mute, homeless, and then what do we put there?
Nothing happened. Maybe I haven't put all the right items into the niches yet.
I can always mess around and see.
Nothing happened.
The eye is correct because the peacock feather is the eye. Homeless is the slug. I'm not exactly sure.
Sam's honor the goddess enthroned above all. With her radiant being and ever open eye, she looks down upon her subjects, the mute and the homeless.
Mute and the homeless.
Yet they have no one to blame for their miserable state but themselves. Were they not so self-centered, then they could see the riches at their feet, the queen's gold.
Gold has to be the honey, but That's about it. I don't know what it means. Must be missing something. I must be missing something. Well, I did not notice that spider web. Reference to royal jelly? What's royal jelly? It's a gigantic spider web. Can I destroy it? I hate spiders. Can I destroy it?
I'll just get rid of this web. I don't want to walk right into it by accident.
Just uses his hands like that. Queen bee's food, which is the honey, right? So that's why it's the honeycomb. I was thinking that. What the?
The spider made a new web in record time. Either it just works really fast, or it's really big. I don't think I want to know.
I don't want to know either, but I gotta get rid of it somehow.
This isn't some...
How do I get rid of
supposed
it?
to catch...
Oh, I can catch the flies with the web. If I could get
If
them
the
over
Venus
there.
flytrap is hungry, let it find its own food. It's not getting these cute little fireflies.
Jace, you're not willing to do anything.
There are
Tendril.
some strange white lines on this tendril. No idea how they got there, or what they mean.
White lines on the tendril. Carving a barong. We Indonesia. Yes. You're right. This location is in Indonesia. At least in game it is. So what do I do with that? Flag?
I'll just get rid of the spider web first. Right, and now up goes the flag.
And then what? Better put the flag up. Now let's go back again and see what happens. Oh, yeah.
Come on, my little buddies. I'm here to rescue you from the nasty monster spider.
So long as it doesn't show up. Okay. So, fireflies.
They're so grateful for being saved from the monster spider that they're not even trying to fly away. Okay, maybe that's because they're still stuck in the web.
So, homeless. Does this count? I don't know.
That's odd. Nothing happened. I could have sworn that the items I put in the niches are the right ones. Maybe they're just not in the right positions.
Okay, not in the right positions. Thank you for telling me that I got the right items.
That...
Okay.
That's odd. Nothing happened. I could have sworn...
Wait, they're the right items, but the wrong position. The mute and the homeless. Could it be that they're both on this side?
That's odd.
I don't know.
That's odd. Nothing happened. I could have sworn that the items I put in the niches are the right ones. Maybe they're just not in the right positions.
Okay.
If Sam's honor the god with her radiant
The goddess above all has to be a clue for it.
a list of planets, and if I've into Venus,
So is Venus on top because of the people here think Venus is the highest ranking or something? I could have placed this wrong. Hold on. The eye.
that's odd. The niche is empty.
Yeah, I know it's empty. The eye. The mute the homeless.
That. Nothing. That's odd. Nothing happened. I could have sworn that the items I put in the niches are the right ones. Maybe they're just not in the right positions.
What does the firefly represent? Not arranged based on distance to the sun because there's no Mercury. Yeah. I only know he mentioned that like there's a hierarchy, so Venus obviously is like the top. Honey is correct. The eye obviously is the peacock feather. So I'm thinking it goes here, maybe. But I don't know. So I'm just messing around and see. I don't know. Just whatever.
That's odd.
Nothing. 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 I don't know. Well, what is it? Why is it wrong?
That's odd.
Nothing. Okay, I might need to cheat a little bit on this. Okay, apparently it's supposed to be something like that.
Done.
I don't know why.
I am so.
I don't know why.
They should make me the leading man in a movie or in a computer game.
Yeah, I don't get it. Never mind.
Let's see what awaits me in this temple and how I can get to Sam.
Alright, he goes into the temple while now we're playing as Nina again in the ocean. In the capsized boat.
That. The barkeeper shoots at me and then takes off in a helicopter seconds before the ship is swallowed by a gigantic monster wave. Did I just dream that?
You did not just dream that.
Shoot at me. And did he know about the wave, or did the helicopter just happen to pick him up at exactly the right moment? Probably not.
Yeah, it is the upside down boat.
On and on about the end of the world and being rescued by that Puritas Cordis sect. What is the meaning of all this? By Poseidon. Looks like I've got quite another set of problems for now. The ship hasn't sunk yet, but since it capsized because of that monster wave, it only appears to be a question of time. I've got to get out of here, and fast.
Yes, got to get out of here and fast. And we gotta save this dude who is underneath the bar. Are you awake? He's not awake.
Oh,
No, he's awake.
Where am I?
In the boat.
We're on a capsized ship that could...
Yeah,
sink
ship.
any minute now,
Actually, it's a ship.
And you've been trapped under a massive steel girder. But I'll think of something, don't worry.
Don't worry. When should I be worried, if not now?
Good point. But I'm sure I can find a way out of this. You saved my life after all. I owe you.
Thank you, but I boarded the ship for a reason. You remember the incident at the harbor?
Yes.
The man who had that fatal accident?
Exactly. He must have slipped you a letter right before it happened.
But I haven't got any letter. Besides, there are more important things we should be worrying about right now. We need to get out of here.
Why do you think such odd things happened on board? Why do you think people had to die? Trust me, this is important. I will not leave the ship without this document. You must find this letter.
Why do you not survive first? Jeez, okay, I need to help him out with this somehow.
The cabinet is secured by a combination lock.
Of course it is.
The middle floor broke open, and part of a steel girder fell to the ground. This is not a passage to the room above. It's only a part of the floor between the decks that broke open.
Okay. Is he supposed to be German? I'm not actually sure if he's German or not.
I would be more tempted to admire the fantastic view if I wasn't on a capsized ship that was bound to sink at any moment.
You have a point.
There's water on the other side. How about I leave the door closed, stay put, and the water can do the same? Seems like a fair trade.
Okay, you have a point too.
I hope this is the way out. To freedom, not to eternity.
Okay, I got a bust.
There's water on...
Okay, fine. I'm fine. Bongo drum.
There's a massive steel girder.
I need more items so I could rescue him.
The pipe definitely looks worse for wear. There's a big hole at the top of it, and a connecting piece got ripped out below. I can still see some oil at the very bottom of the pipe itself. Looks pretty sturdy. I can't yank that out.
What about the lever?
The lever is set to stop. I could set it to either full speed ahead or full reverse speed.
Not yet. I'm not gonna mess with that yet.
I will place the bongo drum under the pipe with its open end up.
It can get some oil. Somehow.
Look.
How do I do that?
The middle floor. This is not a passage. The middle floor broke.
Do I have to move?
The window still appears to be holding under the pressure, and I am certainly not about to change that. Right now, the lever is set to stop. I could set it to either full speed ahead or full reverse speed.
But I don't think I should do that. And before I do anything, let me save first.
A picture of the ship naming ceremony.
7 April 75. 7475?
In order to open the drawers, I need to enter the correct number code first. 7, 4, 7, 5. I wonder whether that was the right sequence of numbers. I think that was correct.
All right. Open the drawer. What do we
The
have?
door is empty, but I could at least use it as a makeshift stairway in order to reach the upper hatch.
Oh, that works.
It's stuck. It's stuck.
Well,
Could step on that drawer in order to reach the hatch, but before I open it, I should make sure that there's no water behind it. Otherwise, it could get rather uncomfortable down here.
okay, how do I do that? Do I smack it open?
That sounded hollow. There seems to be no water on the other side.
Good. Let's go up then. Because I don't have any more items here, so I need to go up.
There isn't much left of that fancy reception area.
Of course not. I wonder what happened to the other guests. And Oscar, poor Oscar.
Water is already seeping through the crack. I can only pray that the crack doesn't get any bigger, or else I mustn't think about it.
An old water counter.
This looks bizarre. All the records it contained are scattered across the floor. I'm not going to find anything there.
And I just grab all the documents, whatever it is.
Of papers. I don't think I will find that letter here, but maybe at least this will help convince the guy who saved my life that it makes no sense to go looking for it. I found my ticket. And just like I thought, there isn't a... Oh, but there is. It's true then. The man at the harbor really did slip me a letter. But the document is full of cryptic symbols. I can't make heads or tails of it. And the enclosed drawing doesn't make much sense either.
You can solve it later.
It's securely fastened. Tugging on that won't help.
Ladder broke.
There? Forget it.
Is the door open?
Locked, and the doorknob is missing, too.
Of course it is. Of course it is.
The ladder is in shambles. There's no way I can fix that. Climb up there? Looks like it used to be a ladder. Climb up there?
Okay. Can I go up here?
Out of order and completely useless now.
Of course.
That's the way to the engine room.
What do I do? Can I grab the bongo? Maybe I need it for water or whatever. Let me go back up again.
I don't think I can seal that.
Okay. Bongo full of water.
The door is locked.
Doorknob's missing too. Can I give the letter to the man so that he'd be like, I got it now. I can go.
Did you find the letter?
Yes, I did.
Okay. And now you must find a way out of here.
Okay.
The window still appears.
No. I want the lever.
Right now, the lever is set to stop. I could set it.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna save first. Before I do anything.
Right now, the lever is set full speed ahead.
That works. Okay, then chain on the metal girder. And then reverse it so I can pull it up.
Right now, the lever is set to stop.
Yeah, I got it.
If I use the lever now, the chain will probably just be pulled up again.
Oh, I need to tie it. I need to secure it somehow.
Let's hope this will hold. I can't think of a better alternative.
All right, now let's see if it works.
Right now, the lever is set to stop. I could set it to either...
Okay.
And now the other way.
Are you okay now?
Did you?
Yes, I did.
Okay. And now you must find a way out of here.
Okay, can I open the
The
hatch?
wheel is completely rusted in place. Even a gorilla couldn't turn it.
I need oil.
I will pour a little water into the pipe. Ugh, I made a royal mess.
Can I get some oil? How do I get the oil? Give me a moment while I go up again.
I already found my...
Yeah.
I've never been all that fond of aquariums, and that is not about to change.
Is there anything I could take for the oil? Nothing?
The ship is filling up with water. It has done.
It's done its duty, okay.
Looks pretty.
More?
If I pour water into that pipe now, the rest of the oil will be spilled on the floor as well. Not a good idea. A bongo drum...
Okay, then can I pour the water on him?
Maybe I should try talking to him before I splash this sludge all over him.
Okay, the hatch? How do I get the oil?
I could whack...
What did he say?
I could whack it against the door, but I doubt there's anyone who will hear me knocking.
The hatch, maybe?
I'm sure there is plenty of water below this hatch.
Oh,
I could whack it again.
maybe go up and knock.
I can hardly bust the door open with this.
And what do you want me to do? There's not much places I can go to. There's not much you want to do.
Climb up there. This look all the records it...
Nothing.
Climb up there? Forget it.
Okay.
If I pour water into that...
What am I supposed to do now? Pour the water into the drawer?
If I pour water into that pipe now, the rest of the oil will be spilled on the floor as well. Not a good idea.
Unless... Oh, I have another bongo drum.
I will
Alright.
place the bongo drum under the pipe with its open end up.
I forgot I have more items in my inventory than that. My bad.
I will pour a little water into the pipe. All right, I've got the oil. Now for an opportunity to make good use of it.
To unrust the hatch and vamonos. Swim away before the ship
A
capsizes.
little oil could do wonders for the rusty wood.
Just need to hold your breath. Okay, now open this.
I can't just leave the man behind here.
Well then, get him, get up, and go. Even if he has to crawl his way into there.
I actually managed to find that blasted letter. So now we should get out of here as fast as we can.
What? How? All right.
Yeah, hurry
I
up.
have to dive a few yards. Do you think you can make it?
I will have to. It's not.
Yeah, you have to.
Choice.
Stay awake for this, at least.
Is bound to keep me awake for a few minutes.
Yes, let's go, let's go. Not now, 5 more minutes. Just 5 minutes before you sleep. Just 5 minutes. Swim to the surface first. I feel so bad for the other people, though. I know, like, probably no one else survived, but there was a kid on that ship. And I feel bad that he didn't survive it. He's a good kid. Annoying maybe, but good. It just sucks that he died.
That was close. Much too close.
Yes,
Are you okay?
Yes. No, not really. You wouldn't happen to have some sugar on you?
Sugar? You've got some nerve.
Diabetes. I'm hypoglycemic right now.
Like, honestly, like, seriously.
Glucose.
I thought he was like low blood or something when he said sugar.
Otherwise, what?
Otherwise, I feel
Do you not know how diabetes work?
and
Honestly, common sense, Nina.
I will die.
Are you kidding? No. By the look of you, I guess you're not.
Why would he be kidding?
He's not reacting. He's still conscious, but totally lethargic. Here I am, stuck on a beach in the middle of nowhere without a living soul in sight, and my only companion needs glucose, or some form of sugar. Where am I supposed to find that?
Just explore and look around.
What a mess!
My suitcase. Anything in my suitcase?
Hope there's something usable in here. A lot of the stuff in here is damp, but this still looks dry enough to wear.
Okay, she changes clothes. Perfect. Get some life vest if you need it.
I'll just take one of these.
Sheet of metal because we need it. Spear gun because we need it. You're just gonna take everything. You'll get into shock. He better not. I want to save his life. Like, I dragged him out of there. Almost. Not literally, but you get it. Full box. Really grabbing everything I can.
I can't shift it. However, I don't think I really need to anyway.
Okay, if you don't need it. Grab everything, grab everything. Do I need the hat stand? She got magic pockets that can fit everything into her inventory.
This has seen better days.
Of course it did.
It contains all kinds of handy tools. Unfortunately, it's locked.
Of course it's locked. Why would it not be locked? Seriously though, who locks their toolbox? What kind of idiot locks their toolbox? What do you even need something in an emergency and it's locked?
Let's see. A handful of worthless documents and a candy bar.
Ooh, candy bar. Here you go.
Good idea. I'm sure the sugar in this candy bar would help him. But I'm afraid he's in no condition to chew anything at the moment. I should find something for him to drink.
Oh my god.
I'll have to be very careful with this. I really don't want to get acid on my hands.
Okay, I need like a cup or something. A
life vest with a carbon dioxide chamber. You just pull this little cord to inflate the life vest.
Okay.
I would need some kind of charging device to recharge the battery. Just holding it up to the power cable won't accomplish anything.
Oh. Well, let's go up the passage.
I could easily get over there, but getting back might pose a problem. First, I'll try to find something to help my unconscious companion over here.
Oh, okay. My bad.
This metal sheet is covered in rust and totally filthy. I wouldn't put any food on there, not even if it's covered with several layers of wrappers.
Okay, fine. Wash the damn thing. Can I not wash it? Oh, fuck. Jeez, okay. I don't have a cup, though. What do I do? Maybe I can try and get that first aid kit on top. Rake?
I should look for something that's easier to throw.
Oh, easier to throw. Handbag.
I might be able to throw this bag far enough, but I don't think it would have sufficient oomph. Or kinetic energy, to use a more technical expression.
Spear
There
gun.
is a chance that the spear will just go straight through the medical kit and pin it down. And the way things have been going, I don't think I should count on my luck.
Fire hose. No, toolbox.
Full of heavy tools. I'm glad I can even lift it. Any attempt to throw it would fail miserably, I'm sure.
Of course. Anything is...
If I bend this sheet of metal a bit and then lodge it between those teeth, there, it worked.
Makeshift shovel. Oh. I didn't even know you could do that.
It's not very airworthy. After all, it was made to be used in the water. This is a bit too heavy to throw that far.
What the fuck do you have then they could use to throw? Jeez.
I should look for...
Oh, man. Can I grab the pebbles then? All right. Now I got something to throw.
A single pebble is too small, and a handful would probably just scatter all over the beach.
Well, put it in the bag.
Pebbles are much easier to carry inside this bag.
In the bag and voila. Gotta be a good throw.
Now for my attempt at a new bag-throwing record.
Get the two things down, please. Thank you.
I'm a genius.
Bucket with water.
Before I scoop up any water, I need to make sure the bucket doesn't fill up with any rubbish and dirt. The flood wave flushed out plenty into the sea.
Oh, okay.
Let's see if there's anything useful in here. Rats, no glucose, just a couple of bandages. Looks like I'll have to think of something else.
Bandages on the bucket.
Buy this.
And there we go. Clean water. A bit salty maybe, but still
Idea.
cleaner water.
I should be able to get some reasonably clean water.
Not the cleanest, but whatever. We'll make do. Water and chocolate bar.
If I drop the candy bar in cold water, it will just float on top. Then what?
Oh, heat it up with the high voltage.
An electric puddle is not what I need right now.
Fine. I need to make a fire or something. Then what?
My suitcase. I can't believe it got washed ashore right here and now. I mean, what are the odds?
What are the odds? I don't know. Makeshift shovel for what? Power pole?
I can't just climb up that pole. I was no good at that kind of thing back in school, and this one's damp and slippery. Nothing doing.
Okay, whatever. Anything else here on this side? Signposts.
There seem to be place names on that signpost, but I can't read them from here.
What can I do then? Is there a possible way to make fire?
I would need...
Yeah, I
The
know.
car battery contains a strong acid.
Ooh!
If I pour just a little on this lock, that should do the trick. Yes, it worked.
Nice!
Quite an impressive selection of tools, but I don't have anything to tinker with right now.
Well... How do I do this? How do I make a fire? How do I melt?
I'm not going anywhere near that. I don't have a death wish.
Smart. But what do I do? What do I do?
The pole is way too slippery. I can't climb up to reach the fuse box.
Okay, what do I do then?
If I need any more,
One is enough. So, what? I don't get it.
I can't. There are warning notices on it. Flammable
Oh,
and corrosive. There's still some liquid at the bottom of the barrel.
can I put this in
No
here?
idea what kind of chemicals are in there, so it makes little sense to dilute them with water.
Oh, then do I put the battery here? No. What do I do?
I've always wanted to have a go at firing one of these.
I don't really think this is smart, so I don't really do this in real life. Oh, she's making a ladder. I thought you wanted to shoot the thing down. Okay. Well, that works.
Luckily, there's a pair of insulated pliers in the toolbox. Okay, here goes. The power's off.
Hey, battery,
I would need some kind...
need some kind of charging cable.
It's a bit too heavy to throw.
I want you to connect it, not throw it. What the hell do you mean throw it?
It's a bit too...
Oh my god.
The power's off, but what am I supposed to do with the cable?
Connect it here.
I would need some kind of charging device.
Charging device.
If I tear up these documents, they should burn quite well.
Just don't burn the letter. And turn the power on.
Up the pole, down the pole, up the pole, down the pole. Who am I, Tarzan?
Well, you're not Tarzan, you're Jane. Is that how the song goes, Tarzan and Jane?
The documents are on fire. The power's off.
Okay, now heat up
The
the...
fire's too small to heat the water anytime soon. And unless I think of something fast, it will probably go out again before long.
Battery? No. Burn that? No. Burn this? No. Bucket?
Not a good idea. Looking at the labels on this barrel, I'm pretty sure the stuff in there is not something I'd like to carry around with me.
I want you to pour it on the fire. I don't want you to carry it. What do you mean carry it? What do you think I am, an idiot? What, do I put pebbles in this again?
They're not so pretty.
Oh my god. Small fire. Burn my ticket?
Might still need this. Better not ruin it.
Well, I don't know. Can I just melt
Fire will
this?
probably go out long before the chocolate melts.
Okay.
A hat stand. Sometimes I'm...
I don't know what she's doing with this that helps with the fire, but... Oh, fire here. So...
Let's hope this doesn't result in a high jet of flame. I don't need a bad hair day on top of everything else.
Works good enough.
Great. Now I have a lovely fire going that should burn for some time, hopefully.
Okay. So, water.
I don't want to hold it over the fire. Burned skin has such a horrible smell, and putting the fire out doesn't make any sense either. I'm glad I managed to light it in the first place.
Okay, hat stand.
The fire isn't hot enough to melt it. What else could I do with it? Put it next to the barrel? Inside it? Then what? I don't know. Maybe I'll think of something later.
No, I want to put it on the floor, then can hang the bucket and then heat the thing up. But no. How do I make a stand? Fume isn't toxic? Well, it doesn't matter now. It's Survivor. And you know what? I think I need to go make some food first, because I got like 2 Vietnamese wraps that my mom made. as dinner, and I'm hungry. So I'm gonna go make some food, grab some snacks, and come back and keep playing this game. Because really though, I want to at least make it past this part first, or at least save our friend's life, right? So for those of you watching on YouTube, thank y'all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.